Hello, my butterflies. It is I, Dr. Kathleen Nash with Total Transformation, and I thought that it's been a long time since I've done a full day of eating. Just to give you guys an idea from time to time about what kind of food I eat in order to maintain my weight loss. As many of you know, my original starting weight was 237 pounds. I'm somebody that has struggled with extra body fat all of my life. I started getting heavy when I was 8 years old, and this June is going to be my 10-year anniversary of losing 80 pounds and keeping it off. And I feel that one of the biggest issues that's hardest for us to do in our country is not only lose weight, but keeping it off. Keeping it off for more than 2 years is super hard. Only 5% of us do it. Keeping it off for over 5 years, only 2% of us do it. Let's go ahead and show you my first meal. I am not somebody who likes to cook, so I decided that after going to the gym today, I would hit up Starbucks and get one of my favorite on-the-go meals. Also, just so you guys can see, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I tell people this all the time, but I do not normally eat before 12 p.m. Today is no exception. The only thing that I've had so far today is an iced Americano that I made from home. So this is just espresso, water. It also had 20 mils of heavy whipping cream. So I'll post the macros on the screen so that you can see what that breaks down into. And I'm getting ready. Let's go in and get our stuff from Starbucks. And we're back in the car. My first meal, or at least the first thing that I'm eating, is going to be the chicken chorizo sous vide egg bites. And then I got a venti ristretto Americano that's iced, and I always ask for extra ice. Now you might be thinking, okay, you already started with an Americano first thing in the morning and it looks pretty big, which it is. And then you also got this venti one and it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Aren't you worried about all that caffeine? And the answer is no. These will be the only coffee that I have all day. Espresso actually has less caffeine than regular brewed coffee. And the ristretto that I get from Starbucks, one, is a smoother tasting coffee. So if you're somebody that feels that Starbucks coffee is a little bit too strong or aggressive, the ristretto might be something that you'll like. It's the first part of the pull of the espresso on the machine, so it's a smoother amount, and again, not as much caffeine because you're not using the entire espresso pull. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I also thought it was super cute. Starbucks is really, really good at marketing. So the Green Valley Starbucks here at Horizon in Green Valley, they see me all the time, and I'm sure they do this to all their customers too, but they made sure to put a cute little message on my egg bites, telling me that they appreciate me as a customer. So thank you so much, Starbucks Butterfly. Yay! Now, the next thing that I always do is I enter in my food, no matter if I'm being on a program or not. I always enter it into my FitnessPal. So my private clients, some of them have never used my FitnessPal. Some of you are familiar with it, some of you aren't. So I thought that I would go ahead and show you how to enter food into my FitnessPal. This is my screen for today. You can see that I haven't entered any food in yet. I'm going to go to that blue plus sign at the bottom and I'm going to select food. I always put my Americanos in my snacks category. You can see that I have a list of food already underneath my history, which makes it very easy for me. All I have to do is select that Americano, and where it says number of servings, I'm gonna actually change it to 2 because I had my Americano also from this morning. I will also select the heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to hit that check mark. The heavy whipping cream, that came from the one that I drank this morning, or the one that you saw in the chrome container. I'm also going to add the lavender syrup because I did have that. And then we're gonna go to lunch. So lunch is the Starbucks sous vide chicken chorizo egg bites. It probably is listed here in my history, but I'm going to enter it just so that you can see how I do that. So I'm going to click the search for a food option, and I'm going to start by saying sous vide. So SOUSVIDE. I'm going to pretend that it's not in my history, and I'm going to keep going. If I look at my sticker on my bag, it says chicken chorizo. So I would write chicken chorizo, and then I'm going to hit search. And you can see that, there we go. So if you go 6 down, you'll see there's the sous vide chicken and chorizo from Starbucks. I'm going to select that. I'm going to hit the check mark. And now my egg bites are listed. My 2 Americanos are listed. If I want to see the macros for this meal or for the entire day, I'm going to go across that white bar at the very top where it says calories remaining, and I'm going to tap that. When I tap it, there's a sub-menu that shows calories, which is the calories you've eaten in each meal. The middle category is a breakdown of all of the nutrients plus what you have remaining. The third column is macros, and that's the one that I want to pay attention to. So far today, it's saying that 20% of my food came from protein, 49% came from fat, and 31% came from carbohydrate. That carbohydrate is a little high, but it is only my first meal. I will make that up later in the day by having a higher fat and probably no carbohydrate meal, or very low, and that will even things out and put it in the ratio that I want to have. We're home now, and almost always my Kuna cub greets me at the door, so I never come in with anything. It's just me. So we're gonna see if he's here. Oh! What a dear bunny! And then one of his favorite things is taking the straw out of the Americano. He loves the straw. What's that? What is that? No, you're not. What is that? And there he goes. It's now 5 o'clock and it's time for my next meal. What we have here is 6 ounces of grilled Cajun shrimp that was grilled in about 20 grams of butter. We have ranch cauliflower right here with a lot of pepper on it because I like pepper. Here we have about 8 ounces of French fries, but they are turnip French fries, heavily seasoned. I know the plate looks kind of all the same color. I really wanted to use broccoli cheese for that vegetable instead of cauliflower, but the bag didn't turn out right, so I went with what I had. I'm going to now enjoy my meal and watch some television, and I will catch you when we go to dessert. And by very popular demand, I'm going to show you my ice cream recipe. I have this often, usually when it's warmer in the summertime because I tend to shiver when I eat this. Let me go ahead and go through the ingredients. This is 33 grams. This is 33 grams of egg white protein and musseline protein. The egg white protein, when you whip it, if you imagine what meringue does when you whip egg whites, it creates volume. The musseline is also a very good vanilla flavor, and it's formulated to blend really creamy in cold or with ice. So using a combination of the two, make sure that I'm getting healthy fats, which I want. I don't want pure protein, but I'm also getting high volume and very creamy. This is 20 grams of chocolate chips. It's the chocolate recipe that I've used in the past, that I show my Retrain clients. This will get folded into the ice cream after. Don't try to chunk up the chocolate in the actual ice cream preparation, or it won't work very well. I also use a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is 1/2 cup of almond milk or coconut milk, either one, but this one happens to be almond. I will also put 10 milliliters of sugar-free salted caramel syrup that you can use for coffee, but I'll also put it in there just to give it a more vanilla, slightly caramel taste. You will also need a buttload of ice, quite a bit of ice to create the high volume that you want. And then I will top it with whipped cream. So this is really just heavy whipping cream, liquid stevia to taste, and then it's just blended and whipped. So let's go ahead and get started. The blender that I use and the blender that I recommend would be any kind of a high performance, high RPM blender with multiple blades. So see, this is the Ninja, and this one has blades throughout. That's to increase the volume in the whip as I make the ice cream. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the milk in there, and then I'm going to add the protein powder. And I do this because I don't want a lot of dry globules, and I'm going to pulse this. The finished ice cream product, you can see it's pretty high up. It's talking about like a lot in there, and if you look inside, it's nice and creamy. I'm just going to pull out that blade and put it to the side. And then this is my bowl. Now, to give you an idea, this is a normal size bowl. This is the size bowl I'm going to use for this ice cream. So I'm going to scoop it out and then fold in the chips. And hopefully you can see just how ice creamy and thick and luscious and yummy this is. And when I put the macros at the end, you are not going to believe for the amount of volume what the calories are. So now I'm going to take those chocolate chips, I'm going to dump them in there, so get every one of them, and then we're just going to fold them in. And this bowl was already frozen, and that's going to help keep my ice cream nice and frozen so it doesn't turn liquidy on me. And then with the whipped cream, I actually have a piping bag right here just to make it fancy for y'all. Some whipped cream, which you can't even really see. That's kind of sad. And there you have it. My beautiful ice cream. All right, butterflies, you have reached the end of the video. Congratulations for sticking it out this far. Remember, if you want to see more content like this, more full days of eating, or things related to diet and nutrition, make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, to make sure that you get more information on how you can lose potentially 3 to 7 pounds a week and maintain it eating up to 3,000 calories a day, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you're told every time I send you a new video. Bye-bye for now, butterflies. See you.